What's up, guys? Welcome back to Latin Chopsticks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, today we're gonna be going to one of the top, well, what is considered one of the top Puerto Rican restaurants here in Orlando. Now, I know we haven't done a video, if I'm not mistaken, at a Puerto Rican, dedicated place, I think since 3 or 4 years ago, where we did one during Christmas time. So I'm really excited to go to this place because it's a place that I keep hearing about. And it's called El Cilantrillo. And I really want to try the place out. Luckily, the one that we're going to today, because there is 3 locations, is the one that's right by the Florida Mall. So it's a great location for those of you guys that are visiting. So I really want to check it out, see if the food is really as good as I've heard. So enough talking, let's go get some delicious Puerto Rican food. Let's head out. All right, guys, awesome. So we are here, we made it. We are at El Cilantrillo. The vibe in this place, there's some live music. Thankfully, I'm sitting on the other side of the restaurant, but I don't know how this mic is gonna capture the sound, so I apologize ahead of time. But it should be doing a pretty good job with keeping the noise cancellation down. With that said, I mean, this place looks great. The food looks phenomenal. The prices are a little steep in some areas, but in other areas they're really affordable, especially considering how everything is in Orlando right now. I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna try to order. Unfortunately, we're on our own today, so I'm only gonna be able to get a few items because I don't like wasting food. So I'm gonna try to get a side. I'm gonna get a main entree. I am gonna get a soup, and I might, but I'm not sure yet, might get stuffed mofongo. So with that said, I'm gonna look over the menu, check it out, and we'll go from there. So I'll see you guys when the food's out. All right, guys, perfect. So we ordered the first appetizer and it's already out. You guys gotta check this out. This smells phenomenal. So this is one of the first appetizers that we got. This right here is el queso frito con guayaba sauce. So it is guava sauce, a guava-based sauce. It's usually pretty sweet. And then you have queso frito, which is one of my favorite things to eat in any Puerto Rican and Dominican restaurant. I just think it's absolutely delicious. So let's go ahead and show you. It's a very squeaky cheese. I know that sounds weird. And then the outside, actually, when you fry it, because this is what it is, it gets nice and crispy, but the inside stays nice, soft and gooey. It's really freaking delicious. All right, guys, here we go. Oh man. So the cheese itself, it literally squeaks, when you're chewing it because how squeaky it is. I know that sounds strange, but I promise it's delicious. Nice and salty, super crispy on the outside, very thin layer. And then this sauce is nice and sweet. This is, I love this. This is one of my favorite appetizers to eat. All right, guys, awesome. So we got the next item here. This is the asopao de pollo. Essentially, it's chicken soup, but Puerto Rican, Dominican, and Venezuelan chicken soup is phenomenal. You guys gotta check this out. I mean, this thing is beautiful. You can kind of see. And of course, I did that. Let's go ahead and put that on the side. All right, so basically, there's a ton of chicken thighs in here. There's rice as well. You have carrots, cilantro. You have, oh man, this looks really good. You have potato. I can't wait. I want to go ahead and try this. You can see some of the rendered fat from the chicken itself, just kind of layered on the top there, floating. Let's go ahead and try this deliciousness out. Here we go. Oh man, that is rich. I'm gonna try a little bit more though, because I just noticed something. Oh boy. So the rice is pretty dang good on the inside. It's not mushy, it's cooked pretty well. The rice, I could tell it's cold when they put it into the soup. You kind of feel it, so I think it gets added after the fact. Chicken itself, pretty dang good. They give you this as well. So this right here is essentially shredded plantains, like tostones, and then fried. This is crazy, look at this. I actually don't think I've ever seen this before anywhere, but I'm guessing you're supposed to put this in there and it starts breaking down, or just eat it like a cracker, maybe dip it. I'm gonna take a bite out of it, but that's pretty much it. Here we go. I've never seen that before, that's really unique. Essentially, it's just plantain chips. Listen, this soup is pretty good, but unfortunately, I won't be able to eat any more of it. This is some of the saltiest soup I have ever had. And I have a feeling it might just be a one-off from them. Either that or just the fact that I had the cheese with that sweet sauce. The salt is actually hitting a lot more, it's a lot more apparent. Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm gonna ask it to go. Wow. I think when I get home, I'll put a little bit of water in it to kind of tone it down a little bit, and I think it'll be enjoyable then. But we're gonna go ahead and dig into our next item. It's gonna be our main entree. Take a look at this. So this right here is gonna be their churrasco. Essentially, you get it with arroz con gandules. You have a little bit of their chimichurri, as well as some skirt steak, tomato, and lettuce on the side. Let's go ahead and try this out. There's a lot of stuff on the table, and it's a very small table. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and cut a piece. Oh boy, I love skirt steak. Now I did ask for it medium. It's a little bit medium well. That's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and try it out. Okay. So it's nice and tender, very juicy, extremely fatty. This, however, is the opposite of this. This needs a little bit of salt. The nice thing is that you have a little bit of sea salt and black pepper that I'm probably gonna put on there. But before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a little bit of this chimichurri. I'm gonna put it right on top. We're gonna cut that piece off and try it out. That's kind of funny to me. It could also be that it's perfect, but because the soup was so salty that now this tastes bland to me. Here we go. Oh, that chimichurri is amazing. I wish they had given me more. You'll see a little bit of the seeds in there. You have a little bit of green. I think it's parsley. You have oil. You have vinegar in there as well, so it kind of breaks the savoriness of this. Well, not savoriness, but like the fat layer of when you bite this, it coats your mouth with fat from the juices. Let's go ahead and try some arroz con gandules. You see a piece of chicken in there. Let's go ahead and try this out. The rice, I've noticed, it looks a lot like risotto rice. I don't know if that's the rice they use, but it's very small grain. Okay. The rice is pretty dang good, flavorful. You get a little bit of pork in there. The gandules add a little bit of oomph and flavor. Oh man, I'm liking this churrasco. I kind of wish the steak was a little bit bigger, but I know skirt steak is pretty expensive, given that this dish is 32 bucks. But really good flavor with that chimichurri. Without it, I think it would need a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt. And of course, as I get closer to the middle, it is starting to look a little bit more medium compared to before. And after getting a little bit of that fat, some of this freshness, lettuce and tomatoes really helps. Oh man. All right, and the last thing we're gonna try is called tostones rellenos. I've been actually wanting to make this at my house. You guys gotta check this out. It honestly doesn't look too good, but I don't wanna judge it, I wanna try it first. So basically, I got beef ones. You're able to get seafood ones, seafood mix, chicken, or you can get this one, which is the steak. I'm gonna go ahead and try it. It looks like there's a little bit of garlic, there's some green pepper, some onions. I'm not really sure what that liquid is. I'm gonna try it out. It might be the juices from the steak. Unfortunately, the liquid is making it a little bit soggy. Let's go ahead and try this out though. I also have 3 sauces on the side that I'm gonna hold off and try it as I finish this one. So let's go ahead and try this out. So I'm not really sure what the inside is. If you guys know, you can comment it down below. But what I'm talking about is that liquid. I don't know if that's just juices from the steak. It has a huge, strong garlic flavor. And then it kind of tastes a little bit like chicken consommé, like chicken broth almost. Honestly, it's not bad. The meat is nice and tender. The outside's slightly crispy, but because of the fact that all that liquid is on the inside, it is getting a bit soggy. I'm gonna go ahead and try the sauces here. I think that's salsa rosada. This is probably garlic sauce, and I'm not really sure. I think this is probably pink sauce, which is mayonnaise and tomato. Mayo ketchup, what they call it. So I'm gonna go ahead and try them, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is. The other thing is there's a really bad storm on the outside and the power just went out. I don't know if you guys just saw that and everybody freaked out. So let's go ahead and hurry up and finish this so we can go home. But yeah, this is salsa rosada, 100%. Let's go ahead and try this out. Yep, nice and sweet. If you've ever had it, 100% I would suggest trying it. This might be more of it. Try it out. Wow, I don't know what this one is. It tastes like salsa rosada, but I think it has mustard or something in it. That's really freaking good. That middle one's my favorite one. The last one here is the garlic sauce. I'm not really trying to show you guys because it's the same almost everywhere we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pour it over just a little bit on here. Let's try a bite of this next one. Salsa de ajo. Honestly, this pink sauce is my favorite. I'm gonna put a little more on this one. tastes like salsa rosada with sugar in it. That's pretty delicious. Oh, perdón? Sí, todo bien por ahora. They keep asking me if everything's okay. I don't really want to say anything about the soup because they're really busy, but the service was kind of rough when I got here. It's been kind of rough. I'm not too happy with it. I don't want to focus too much on it because I have a feeling it's a one-off. Because I saw how they were treating other guests and everything looked nice. I don't know if it's because I have a camera, but unfortunately the service wasn't too great for me personally. But again, I'm seeing how attentive they are with other people, so I'm not taking it personally. I don't really care about that stuff. As long as they're doing, to the general public, is they're doing a good job. So, all right, guys, I don't normally do this. I don't know if I'm gonna put this in the middle of the video or at the end. However, the service here ended up gradually just getting worse and worse. It's honestly was one of the worst service experiences I've ever had at any restaurants in the 4 years I've had this channel. It was really bad. Honestly, I don't think I'll ever be going back to the restaurant. The food was okay. You know, there was a few things I didn't like. For example, the, filled tostones, like I said, they were really watery on the inside, so they ended up getting soggy. The meat was like overcooked, almost boiled. It was nice and tender, but I just didn't like it. I put bistec on there, like when I chose it, and that was more like stewed meat. Like, I'm not really sure what that was. Flavor was good, but it's not really what I ordered. On top of that, this is some of the saltiest freaking soup I've ever tried in any Hispanic restaurant of any kind. Like, I was trying to give the benefit of the doubt. I'm not one to do like super negative videos unless it's like a really bad experience. Like, for example, that sushi place that we went to that ended up being literally the worst sushi place I've ever been to. But I mean, this place is up there with how bad it was. It was so bad that I ended up asking the family next to me, and I think there were very nice ladies. I think it was a Dominican family. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. They ended up learning about the channel and asking about us. If you're watching, let me know in the comments below. You guys are Dominican, right? If not, let me know where you're from. But yeah, like I ended up asking them, hey, how was your opinion on the food? They said it was okay. It was like, not that great. I kind of agree. Honestly, the only really good thing I had was the cheese, which is really hard to mess that up. And then the steak, which was pretty dang good, to be honest with you. But it still if it wasn't for the chimichurri, it needed like salt and pepper. So it was under seasoned. With that said, they ended up, I asked them, hey, what about the service? How was your service? They also said it was pretty bad. They had to ask for things multiple times. It was just one of the worst services I've ever had. And at first I thought it was just me, maybe a one-off because of the camera. I'm not really sure, but it was so bad that I had to ask someone else, and they fortunately had the same experience. So I kind of want to change what I said. You guys can come and visit. The food, like I said, is okay, but I mean, I'm just one guy. I did take some food home. You guys saw everything I ordered. I ended up paying like $83 with tip, which is forcefully included, but I would have left a tip anyway. But that seems outrageous to me for one person to eat. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of going into the semantics. I just think that it was just one of the worst experiences I've had. I can no longer recommend the restaurant. I do hope they change in the future. Maybe I'll go back to try it out again, but it'll definitely be for a video. I won't be just personally going there just to go and have an experience, because it was that bad. With that said, guys, I don't understand how this is supposed to be one of the top Puerto Rican restaurants in Orlando. So if you guys are from here in Orlando, or you have some personal experience with Puerto Rican restaurants in Orlando, do me a favor and comment down below. What's your favorite Puerto Rican restaurant? Or what is the best Puerto Rican restaurant that you've heard of? Because I am genuinely actively looking. There was El Cilantrillo, which I put off for a long time, and I'm really not happy with the experience. The other place that we ended up going was Aquiote, if I'm not mistaken, which is a couple years ago. It was decent. I still felt like it was overpriced. It turns out that they closed down, so unfortunately, they're no longer a choice. The only other place that I haven't been to that I've heard is really good for Puerto Rican food is, I'm trying to remember, I think it was Grillers. I do want to try to go there. However, guys, let me know what your experience is. Let me know if you've been to El Cilantrillo, if you guys had a different experience. And let me know what your favorite Puerto Rican restaurant is. I'm sorry, this was way longer than I thought and I meant it to be, but it was just that bad. I'm mind boggled right now with how bad everything was, with the service, I mean. With that said, enjoy the rest of the video. I think this restaurant's pretty dang good. Some of the things look like they're pretty expensive, as you guys can see on the menu. With that said, I would very highly suggest this restaurant. The food was pretty good. The only thing that I had a bad experience with was the soup, but the general flavor of it was good. It's just extremely salty. I'm gonna just kind of give it to that one-off, but at least that was my experience this time. With that said, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Please don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. It helps us keep growing the way we have been, allowing me to come to more diverse restaurants, kind of being able to show you guys different areas here in Orlando with different restaurants that you can come and visit, so you guys have like an idea or generality of what it is. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos, and that notification bell so you know when the future videos are coming out. Guys, thank you so much. I can never say it enough. I will see you guys next Sunday, and until then, let's just keep on eating.